Breaking news, Bucs fans. Vita Vea has requested a trade from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, you are hearing that correctly. He has requested a trade from the Bucs. I can't believe I'm talking about this on this edition of Bucs Breakdown presented by Prize Picks. Adam Schefter breaking the news just a couple minutes ago. Source, Vita Vea has requested a trade from the Bucs. That's it. And I feel like that's how we feel. There's no details. This is coming out of the blue. I know that the contract stuff was happening. He was holding in, but he was there at the facility. Maybe the talks weren't there. This is out of left field, honestly. And it really hurts because I do not want to see Vita Vea on a different team. But this is why you subscribe, right? When breaking news happens, we've got you covered. Hit that subscribe button. It's completely free. We got you all off season long on stuff like this that happens. And honestly, this really came out of nowhere. Kinda. Like, I get all the contract talks of, yeah, they're not really close. They're not close with Baker Mayfield either. I feel like you should really do right by a guy who's been with you for a very, very long time, right? And Adam Schefter previously, back in June, talking about Bucs Pro Bowl Vita Vea, who's entering the last year of his contract, scheduled to pay $17 million without any guaranteed money. Didn't practice this week as a minicamp hold-in. This is kind of where it started, right? But there was no details after this. There was no talks of, oh, yeah, he's upset and doesn't want to be with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I can't believe I'm making this video right now. Like, obviously there were signs of him not being excited about, playing on the last year of his contract and he wants a new deal. Like, I thought a deal would get done. I literally made a video updating about, hey, is he really not going to go to training camp? Like, he's been with the team for so long. He's a Bucs legend. Like, obviously he's going to play, but, like, maybe it's just not as good, right? Like, maybe he just isn't going to be as happy, but he's still going to play and still be part of the team. No. He's like, all right, I'm out. I want a different deal. So maybe the talks really weren't that close, right? Like, I really can't believe I'm making this video right now. But we're going to talk a little bit more about it. I want to know, what is your one-word reaction to Vita Vea requesting a trade? I want to hear from you guys because when I first heard this news, I was like, oh, okay. Once again, losing out on a key part of Bucs history. I mean, this entire, this team, right? Like, my one-word reaction, and if you watch the short that I posted, where make sure to hit the subscribe button because I talked about this right when it happened on our short-form video here on the channel. My one-word reaction is, excuse my language, but damn. Like, when you're in this business part of the NFL, it's tough. Like, yes, we love Vita Vea. Vita Vea loves the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but it all comes down to money, right? At the end of the day. And the fact that you can't get something done, I know they were trying to figure out a deal for both, right? For both sides. For Vita Vea to get a good deal and for the Bucs to be paying what they want to pay, right? But I did not know the talks were not as close as we thought, right? Because there's been nothing. Like, unless I missed something and I'm doing a terrible part of being a host of this Buccaneers channel, but, like, this is wild. And the fact that Adam Schefter tweets out, source, Vita Vea has requested a trade. It means, it was just out of left field. Nobody really knows the details of what's going on behind the scenes, and I get it. Like, the Bucs are not really ones to have everything out there, right? And Baker Mayfield is the type to have all his stuff out there and sort of voice his opinion and stuff. But, like, I mean, Vita Vea is still a good player. Like, a lot of the Chat Sports guys here in the office are like, what would he go for? Like, hey, like, let's trade for – they're all making videos themselves about, hey, let's go get Vita Vea because, I mean, last year he had 4.5 sacks, 13 QB hits. But the year before that, he had 7 sacks as an interior defensive lineman who just plugs up the middle. Like, he is a force to be reckoned with. I know they were trying to figure out a deal for both, but, like, how far away can you really be, right? I said in a video my last video that I did before I went on vacation, I was like, you should be doing Vita Vea well. Like, you should be doing good by him because he's been so good for you, for the team, for your production, and for the community as well. We all love Vita Vea. The amount of Vita Vea jerseys that you see around Tampa, like, he is a focal point of this offense or of this defense and this team in general. And it just really, I'm just really getting upset with Jason Light and the Glazers and the front office, right? But coming up, I'm going to talk about what this really means for the Buccaneers. We're going to get in a little bit more depth of where do we go from here, right? Because this is so just crazy to think about that he actually has requested a trade from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it when Mike Evans left, and I can't believe it that Vita Vea is requesting a trade. Before that, I want to give a huge shout out to our presenting sponsor, and that is PrizePicks. If you guys are trying to look for a way to win some money while watching sports, PrizePicks is a great way to do so. Today's show is sponsored by PrizePicks, America's #1 sports picks app, as well as mine since 2022. If you want a chance to win some money while watching your favorite sports, get started with our friends over at PrizePicks. It's really easy to use. Just pick more or less on a few player stats and lock in your lineup. For example, I have my season-long lineup that we got going on here. We got Baker Mayfield, the more on his passing yards. Mekabuka, the more on his receiving yards. And then Bijan Robinson, we got him on the less for his receiving yards as well. Now, the numbers might look a little different because I submitted this a little bit ago, but it's 20 to win 90. If you guys want to get in on the action, make sure to do it over on PrizePicks. Best of all, play your first $5 and get $150 in lineups if you win that lineup. So, just use code HMA when you sign up. That's right, PrizePicks just switched up their offer. It used to be different, so there's no better time to join than now. Lock in and win that first lineup. That's code HMA to sign up to get $150 in bonus lineups if you win your first $5 or more lineup. PrizePicks, code HMA. Download the app now. So just there's a lot of people talking about Vita Vea requesting a trade because, like, there was no smoke on this at all. I was sitting here thinking, yeah, maybe he'll be at training camp, maybe he won't. I was literally going to do a video about things to look for in training camp, right? One of them was going to be, is a deal going to get done with Baker Mayfield and Vita Vea? And is Vita Vea going to come to practice because he was at a minicamp hold-in? But obviously, they said, requested a trade this is Mike Garafolo, after failed attempts at a contract extension, according to his agent, Collin Roberts. Entering his 9th season with the franchise and final year of his current deal. What are we doing? Like, he is the focal point of this defensive line, right? Last year, we needed some help because of injuries to Keionte and just some non-production, right? We needed to stop and bolster that defensive line to stop the run offense, right, of other teams. We pick up Bijan Robinson. Keionte comes back. We bring back Nacho. We draft DeMonte Capehart. Elijah Roberts is in there. Elijah Simmons is in there as well. Like, this was going to be a fantastic squad, and he might play in 2026 because I was fully expecting Vita Vea to play in 2026. But, like, he is the captain of that defensive line, maybe even that defense after Levante David leaves as well. So it's like I was fully expecting him to be playing in 2026, whether it be on the last year of his contract and it's like, all right, we'll figure something out, or you get a deal done, right? Because his contract, it was 4 years, $71 million, $17 million a year. He has zero guaranteed money left, which is why that's probably a huge factor in this. And that's why he was holding out. He didn't want to practice because if you get hurt, then he can't request a trade, right? So that's why he was holding out. And he was supposed to be a free agent 2027, but now he's requesting a trade. Honestly, I totally get it. Like, this kind of pisses me off as I continue this video. Like, what is going through your head? He is a focal point. I keep saying it. He is a focal point of this team. He's a legend. And he's still producing for you. Yes, he's 31 years old, but he turned 31 in February. Like, he can still be a good player and a good defensive lineman. And he's your nose tackle. Like, it just pisses me off that, yes, not only do you lose Mike Evans in free agency, but you can't close on a deal with someone who definitely deserves it. He definitely deserves to get a deal from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You lose 2 legends. Why are we losing 2 legends in one offseason? Like, I don't get it. Like, going back to his career, his last 4 seasons, like, over 5 sacks in the last, 3 years, not including 2025, as a nose tackle. You don't really think about that, right? Like, he's got 13 QB hits in the last 2 years, and then in 2022 as well, 42 tackles. He's a menace on the defensive line, and a great guy, and a great, pillar of your team. And you're like, nah, we can't get that deal done. Nah, that's okay. All right, see ya. Like, let's think about what a deal could look like, right? Because I've showed this before when we were talking about Vita Vea. I don't think he's going to be in this top 10 area, right? Because Quinn Williams is making $24 million a year. If his camp and Vita Vea were requesting $24 million a year, I understand why you would be not close to that. But I feel like this is my extension prediction, right? Or would be extension prediction. This would be for a team, because if he is requesting a trade, the team that gets him needs to pay him, right? Because he needs a new deal. This is my extension prediction. About $22 million a year. 2 years, $44 million a year. He's a young 31, right? This will be his 31-year-old season. And then he plays 32. Like, he hasn't missed a ton of games, right? He's pretty durable. So he's not injury prone, but it's like he's a tough guy. He plays. He still produces. This is definitely doable, right? And the fact that you're not, maybe it's more of a Vita Vea thing, and he doesn't want $22 million a year, right? Where was the disconnect? Is it more on Vita Vea's side? Then it's understandable, right? But I was expecting him to want to be playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it kind of hurts a little bit. It hurts on both sides, right? So the question is, what should we want in a trade for Vita Vea? You let me know down in the comment section what you think we should get from a Vita Vea trade. The fact that I'm saying Vita Vea trade is unbelievable. I still can't believe it. But what do we think? What do you want in a trade for Vita Vea? Let me know down in the comment section. I would want a 3rd-round pick. He is still producing as a nose tackle in the NFL very well, right? You're going to have to pay him, but not as much as some guys out there like Devontae Wyatt, who just got a brand new deal. It's not going to be, you're going to have to pay him a little bit more, but he's better than Devontae Wyatt. Older, but better. He still has a lot left in the tank. So I would want a 3rd-round pick for him. Are you going to get that? I don't know. We're getting close to the training camp. We're getting close to the season. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Thanks so much for watching today's show. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for all the updates that come out with Vita Vea, because the fact that we're kind of in the dark a little bit right now, and it was just oh yeah, the contract talks weren't close. They really weren't close, because he requests a trade. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll have you updated on everything that's going on with Vita Vea, and if he gets traded, because if he doesn't, he might hold out or he might play. We have no idea. That's why you hit the subscribe button. I'll keep you updated. As always, fire the cannons.